Now, if you've been around a while and you've seen a hoof video or two, you can probably tell exactly where this problem is. You know that these problems have a tendency to be on that inner claw, and they have a tendency to be in the junction between that sole and that outside wall. More specifically, they tend to be right here. So now we just have to work our way down and see if we're right. Welcome back to Nate the Hoof Guy. And sure enough, we were correct. Now the real work begins. As we pare our way down, we're going to find what wedged its way into that white line. And there it is, a tiny little rock. The question now is, will there be more? And how far will this go? In a recent video, a commenter wrote, "You need to get that cow out of the chute faster. You need to work faster on these problems." The thing is, you need to be precise with these problems. And in the end of the video, you'll be able to see exactly why. When you take your time working on these and cause the least amount of discomfort, that's what's going to make that cow much more comfortable at the end of a trim. Does it take maybe a couple minutes longer to do it this way? Sure. But is there really a downside? Think of it this way. If you were at the dentist and your dentist was working on you, would you want them to be really fast? Or would you want them to take the couple extra minutes it might take to make you comfortable? I know I'd choose the latter. Taking your time and being patient is one of the reasons why these cows stand so calmly in the chute. You don't see her moving her foot around hardly at all. Why? It's because I'm taking my time and working very carefully around these areas. Now that we've got most of that uncovered, we can get that rubber block in place. And once again, if you are an OG, you know what that rubber block does. But if you're new here, that block just elevates that claw up off the ground, that injured claw. So what happens? Glue a block to the good claw. When she puts that foot down, there will now be a gap of about a half an inch between the floor and that claw that needs to rest, giving it time to rest and also giving it relief from the floor so that nothing gets packed back in there or pushed onto that area. Over time, that sole will fill back in and that block is able to be removed. Do you hear all those baby calves in the background? On this farm, I set up right next to the maternity area, so all those baby calves get fed in the mornings, and when it's feeding time and they see that guy coming, they tend to get loud. And yes, we're going to finish this trim up with a salicylic acid wrap, and then we're going to let her go, and you can see how that meticulous trimming can leave a cow comfortable even after a trim like this. And that's going to do it. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you all on the next one.